am back out at the Skylark, and the plan for today is to try and get this fuel pump working, start the car, get her running, get some confidence in its ability to put on some miles, and then I'm going to try to maybe drive it to the farm. We'll see how it goes. It's a little unnerving to think about leaving here and being by myself and having this car break down on me. I do have a cell phone, but there's a lot of stuff that could potentially go wrong. As of now, the problem seems to be with the electric fuel pump. It did have a mechanical pump that was blocked off, and it's got a spare mechanical pump. I was tempted to put that in, but it's missing the fittings. So I'm going to get started, and here's kind of what I have going on. This is my temporary work truck until I can get my Chevy fixed, but I brought an air compressor to top off the tires and got some jack stands from my good friend Pete. The deal was I was going to buy him a beer for these jack stands, and he gave me the jack stands and he bought me beer, so that really worked out well for me. I have 5 gallons of super unleaded, got my toolboxes, floor jack, I have spare points, I brought transmission fluid, so I'll check that. Got a fire extinguisher. I'm going to change the oil if I have time, and I think most importantly, I just stopped for coffee and orange juice in Santiago's burrito. So I should be set with that. I have a feeling this tank's gonna have to come down. Dinner time. I feel like the pump actually works. It's just a problem with the gas getting out of the tank. These lines are old and brittle. Wow, it does not want to come off of there. I did a better job getting the fuel line this time. I only paid $3 a foot instead of 10. Last time I got high pressure, which did not need. I'm going to try to blow into it. Well, that worked. Let's see what happens when I blow into that. Huh. So I guess I could hook my electric fuel pump up to this to see if I can pull gas out of here, or I could just try to siphon it. I feel like the line going from the pump to the front is been replaced, so I'm wondering maybe I'll just replace this section. Gas is leaking. Oh, from my fitting. Gas is actually leaking out. Okay, I got gas to here. That's good, I guess. Oh great, it's stripping out on me. That's wonderful. Really? Alright, there's a failure point right there. Alright. Now, okay, now I'm going to go over to the fuel pump and do the same thing. So I got that. I might have to replace that clamp. Got it through there. Now I'm going to go over there. As you can hear, this guy's house is right in the flight pattern for DIA. Hey kitty, it's about time you showed up. Let's get the old fuel line out first. Trying not to break these plastic clips. Guess if you're patient, you just do a little bit at a time. I think this is the same problem I had with Old Yeller. Good thing I learned from Old Yeller, but I mean, that should be fine, right? Wow. I'm hoping that was our problem. I am having a bad hair day again. I'm sorry, everybody. I need to get down to the salon. Okay. So I got this into there. And a smart guy would cut the line to where how much he needs first, so you have to feed the whole darn thing through. But I don't know if I'm being lazy or I'm being stupid, but one of those. And neither of those two things are conducive to success. Did I go the wrong way, I wonder? Yeah, I'm gonna go the other way. I think I could remember how it went through 2 minutes ago. All right, and then just go right onto here. If you're patient with these knives, kind of roll it instead of trying to cut. Seems like it gives you a better chance of keeping all the blood in you. This 5/16 line is pretty tight. Oh, hello, little clamp that I just told to stay up there, that you're in my way. Okay. Boy, it's a nice day, guys. You don't get a lot of days like this in Colorado in the winter, so. Well, what do you guys think? Should I try to run the fuel pump again? I'll give it a try, huh? That's not gonna last very long, is it? Talk about hanging on by a thread. I'll look into that after I get the fuel pump working. Yep. Oh yeah. Gas everywhere. I'm actually gonna go inside and try to start the car. If this works, I'll change the oil. Come on, baby. I think everything's good, and I think I'll change the oil. She runs smooth. Wow. Some more gas in it. We'll check for leaks everywhere. Those fittings seem to be holding pretty good. Seems good there. It's clear there. It's getting louder. I wonder if I'm starving it. Wow, mama, I think she's running. That looks good, all jacked up. All right, she's back on the ground. She's doing like 32. That's good enough. Even has caps. I know this car is not in real bad shape, so it's not super exciting to see it running again, but at least it's not going to sit here for 20 years and then be a revival 20 years from now, right? So air, change the oil. I'm going to check the transmission fluid. I'm going to check the brake fluid again, fill it with gas, then we're going to start it up. I'm going to take it for a little drive, and then I got to see if I can muster the courage to get in it and drive out to the farm. I always stand back when I'm putting air in tires because I had a friend that had a really bad accident when the tire blew up on him. So this 7-quart pan, I guess I'll let the car down so I can drink. Found this little dude. Good. Oil pan is kind of smashed. I was really happy that the oil pan drain plug was not on there super tight. Okay. All right. Glad I avoided getting oil on my wrench. And then I dropped it in the oil. That is just wonderful. I'm not changing the filter. Probably should, but I just decided not to do that. So, Southwest. Got a nut on it. I don't think I got 5 quarts out of there. Definitely looks old and used, so I'm glad I'm changing it. It looks thin. Some junk in here. Probably just from me being out here, I don't know, but well, it's kind of like panning for gold. There's definitely some metal. I don't know. Sparking stuff. We won't look at that too close though. Okay. Okay, so I got her running. I took her for a quick little test drive, and I'm not feeling super smart about it, but I'm going to leave my reliable car here, and I'm going to drive the Skylark out to the farm. It might overheat. The brakes aren't great, but we'll see how it goes. Let me show you what I got in the trunk. It's amazing I can always get the wrong key. No, I actually got the right key, but then I didn't trust it. Oh, the trunk's not gonna... I think I overpacked the trunk a little bit there. I got motor oil, coolant, water. I'm gonna get some gas. That's a start. That's a fuel pump. I don't need that. Battery charger for... The stuff's for when I get to the farm. I'm afraid that when I get out there, I'm gonna have a flat tire on my vehicle and need it. It's just an insurance policy. My tools. I have a spare fuel pump. I have points. I have a coil, transmission fluid, brake fluid. So let's get in her and see how she goes. No license plate. So I don't know if I ever told you guys, but the driver's side doesn't open, so I got to go in through this side. I need to actually text Steve and make sure he's okay with my car staying here. I went ahead and put a... Oh, I need to get that pan out of there. I went ahead and put a fuel filter in. So that was smart of me. So let's get in her and go. I have dinner in here. I've got some spare batteries. I've got my ultra warm jacket. If I need to, I don't have to sleep in here tonight. I'm hoping I can charge things with this. First thing I got to do is get somewhere where I can get gas. Oh my God. Put 10 gallons in here. Should go 100 miles, right? Oh, that's not good. Why would I get full throttle? Why did that? That's not good. With the timing? Shoot. Never seen it do that. So I got in it to take off and drive, and it just went to full throttle. Not full throttle, but really high RPM, and I don't know what changed. I put the new fuel filter in, so I might take the top of this. Something's wrong with the carburetor, obviously. Well, I wasn't filming, but I took all these little clips out and screws, and I was gonna try to pull the top of the carburetor off. It's a carburetor problem, but I could hear stuff boiling inside of the carburetor, and I have a bad feeling that it's probably cooking coolant. The car's very hot. I don't trust it to drive, so I cannot get this off. That radiator's so hot. Like, that is just not right. I wonder if the thermostat's not opening. I mean, I barely ran the thing. It should not be this hot, so that's a problem. Maybe that's the main problem. Man, I'm so bummed. Could be like 40 minutes into my drive. Be rolling into Fort Morgan right now, topping it off with gas. I don't know, man. I'm really bummed out. I don't know why that won't come off. I've never, I guess, dealt with this type of carburetor. Does not want to come off, man. Oh, the bolts are hot. Maybe it's this guy. That's the whole problem. What else? It looks good in there. It's just there's a lot of gas. I gotta see if that's coolant or what that is. Why would there be liquid gas? I guess there could be. I gotta see if that's gas or what it is. what it is. Wish I had a pickup truck right now so that I could have a workbench, but I don't. But I've got my little workbench over here, maybe. Yeah, it's definitely a Quadrajet. Why won't this come off for me? I don't understand. Oh, look at. Hee. Oh well. It's how you learn, I think. It's how you learn. If you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. Or you don't know what you're doing, in my case. It still doesn't want to come off. Okay. It's hot. Everything's so hot. Still doesn't want to come off. Is there another one I'm missing? Now's a good time to learn how to rebuild a Quadrajet. No, it's not at all. Now's a good time for this thing to work and to go for a little drive. It's kind of too late anyways now. I don't know, it's not going to come off. What am I doing wrong? This guy should come off with it. These are the 1, 2, 3, 4 jets. Huh. Wonder why they call it a Quadrajet. There's nothing holding it. There is some screws inside, but it's kind of weird how hot it is. So the primary, you get the primaries open to there, and then the secondaries open. I don't understand. I guess the confusing thing to me is why was it working, and then it stopped. You know what I don't have is like a jug of, or a can of carb cleaner, which would be really helpful right now. Why is not wanting to come off, man? The accelerator pump is like completely shot. But it seems like it's okay. It seems like it's working. But why was it running so, that should be fine. I don't understand why it won't come apart. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I belong behind a computer. I guess I'll go watch a video on how to rebuild a Quadrajet. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Oh. Jeez. Ever seen so many screws? If something's hard, you're doing it the wrong way. So there was one more screw down in here that I didn't have loose. It's actually got 4 float bowls. That's crazy. There's like dead bugs in here. That probably is not good. Here's 2 jets. 2 jets. Accelerator pump's working. Kinda. There's nothing I can really do. I mean, I guess I could pour some gas on it, clean it out a little bit like that, but I mean, it seems like it would not run, you know, high, but low. Like, what would make it run so, like, the only thing that would make it run high like that, I think, is it's getting too much air. I've never seen inside of a Quadrajet before. There's definitely gunk in here. I mean, there's stuff that I don't really like to see inside of a carburetor. There's definitely junk in there. Accelerator pump. Doesn't look too bad. Not sure what I'm doing here, but just trying to clean stuff out the best I can. Carb cleaner would be nice right about now. I do have some starting fluid. I guess I could spray that in here. I'm glad I went all the way over there. But I don't know what this is doing for anything or anybody. Well, this is probably pretty important. Like that might be the problem. Maybe that's letting in too much air. I don't know. See, this little boot is busted off. That could let in air, I guess. I don't know. Well, I won't be able to figure out how to get it back together, so heck of a good try, huh? Heck of a good try. Again, I think it's a carburetor issue that's making it run so high, but I don't know why it's running so hot. Just kneeled on a rock, kind of like in school when you got in trouble. Teacher would make you sit on chalk on your knees. I don't know if you ever had to do that, but I did. I'm not sure it taught me a lesson either. It just kind of pissed me off. So, if I understood how to rebuild a quadrijet, I would try to troubleshoot what's going on with it, but I don't really know that. So, but guess what I'm doing tonight? I'd say someone's definitely been in here. I feel like the gasket is in really good shape. Like this thing was recently rebuilt, and I think overall inside looks really good. So let's throw it back on and let's see what happens, I guess. I have a feeling I'll put it back on, and I think it's going to run okay, but then once it gets hot, it doesn't run okay anymore. I already learned something though, so that's good. So it's still pretty hot, and if you look in here, the intake manifold, see the green? It's hard to tell, but that's coolant, I'm pretty sure. Can you have coolant in your intake? Yeah. It seems like it's always run pretty good, you know, but no better word for it than bummer. I wonder, since it's kind of cooled off, if it'll run good now. Maybe I'll take it for another quick drive. It's always pretty easy to strip these. You over tighten these into an aluminum intake manifold. Would dumping coolant into your intake cause your idle to go high? I don't understand why it would, but I guess that's for the automatic choke. I feel like maybe that was part of the problem. Oh, now see, it's choked. Transmission kick down. Well, I guess I could see if it starts, huh? Schmeagle. It's just weird, all the times that I had it running, it never went viral like that. Yeah, I guess that one goes there. Well, I guess that's it. If she runs. So I'm not going to try and get it out to the farm today. I'm going to take it for a little drive, show you guys, go for a little drive with you, and then we'll come back and park it. And I think I'm going to have to just go get the trailer and tow it home, unfortunately. But that's how this stuff goes, right? Seems to be running a lot better now, but it's not hot yet.
Well, maybe tomorrow Molly can bring me back and we can try to drive this thing out to the farm. Probably next week though. Boy, she's running kind of good now. Doesn't like the definitely missing. Wow, that's hot exhaust. That's weird. Not super hot. I wonder, I feel like the fuel pump's kind of giving out, maybe. Isn't she beautiful though? Dang it. One light, one blinker. Blinkers work. That's blinking. So I'm just kind of cruising around on these roads by the guy's house, and I'm just kind of pretending like everything's okay, and I'm going to be able to head to the farm, but everything's not okay. It's not idling as high anymore. I don't know what that was. Maybe I did something when I tore the carburetor apart. It's not like washboards. That's a for sure thing. I think it was about 2 hours ago that I started on my way, and it didn't work out for me. So I would be technically I'd probably still be 2 hours from the farm. So it's 4 o'clock. Be getting me there after dark. I've only got one headlight, so it's probably good that kind of gave me a sign that it wasn't going to make it before I left and got too deep into it. But I'm out on the road and it's doing kind of nice. Maybe we'll come back out in a couple days and try again. I don't know. I still think there's antifreeze in the intake manifold. I'll do some research on that tonight. I'm going to look at how to rebuild a quadrajet, and I think I might try to find the thermostat, because I think it might not be opening. Always a good thing to change though. They're only what, 15 bucks? Probably 300 now. Well, I guess that's it for this trip. Totally stoked on getting the fuel pump working and getting gas into the carburetor, so that was a win. And the other win is I'm driving it, so while these brakes are not good, I take her back, park it, and I feel like I'm out at the farm, so I'm not really paying attention to traffic, but there's cars out here. So alright, well, Molly said she would follow me out maybe tomorrow or maybe next week. Next time it gets nice out, we'll I think I'd still like to try and drive it out. So Thank you guys. We will talk to you very soon, I hope. Bye.